Welcome Super Souls to the Moon Magic Tarot channel. Thank you so much for joining me. This is your weekly guidance from Spirit. I post these readings every single Sunday. We are asking your Spirit team, your angels, your guides, what do they want you to know about right here and right now, and what is happening in the coming week. This really is weekly, ongoing, everyday guidance for you to help you to navigate life to the fullest, to your fullest potential, and I guess to the best possible advantage, knowing that your team are right by you and supporting you every step of the way. So to do this, we are going to draw 3 cards. I'm seeing 1, 2 and 3 to help to guide you in, to tune you in with your intuition. And we're also going to draw 3 runes and 3 charms as well, for those of you who like that extra guidance. So reading number 1, you have the card of Clematis, and this is card number 9. Reading number 2, you have the card of Agrimony, and this is card number 1. And reading number 3, you have the card of Chicory, and this is card number 8. Let's draw a rune and a charm for each of the readings as well. Okay, so reading number 1, you have the rune of Joy. Wow. It's lovely. Reading number 2, you have the rune of the Warrior, the spiritual warrior. Reading number 3, you have the rune of Journey. Let's look at your charms. Reading 1, you have an owl. It's a very beautiful, let me hold that right up so you can see that. A beautiful owl charm. Reading number 2, we have 2 charms coming out here. Oh, 2 on this one. Reading number 2, you have the rune of the turtle. You see that really close up. And reading number 3, you have the candy cane, and you also have the notes, beautiful music notes. Okay, Super Souls, I'll leave the video running for just a few moments longer for you. If you are drawn to more than one reading, do check them out. Sometimes, especially in the weekly readings, one reading will be talking to you about one area of your life and another about a different area of your life. One way or the other, we are asking Spirit and your Spirit team for guidance right now and for the coming week. Super Souls, press the pause button if you need longer. I'll leave the video running for a few more moments, and I will see you in the readings. The timestamps, as always, are in the information box below and also in the comments for phone users. Tons and tons of love. Reading number 1, beautiful people, welcome. You have been guided into this reading by the card of Clematis, which is the number 9, the owl charm, and the rune of Joy. This is actually a very joyful card. It's about you being present, almost like you've landed, you've arrived, you're plugged in, it's happening, you're aware, you're buzzing, but totally in the moment. There's something that feels quite distinctly magical about this card and this rune, the rune of Joy as well. I mean, the rune of Joy is like out of darkness into light. What's going on around you, reading number 1? What's happening right now around you that is so buzzy and so joyful? Let's draw cards and see what we are shown for your reading right here and right now. What does your team want you to know right here, right now, and for the next 7 days? We'll draw 3 cards here and some oracle cards as well. Okay, we have 2 from this pack. 2 from this pack, and 1 from this. Okay, let's have a look at your cards, reading number 1. Okay, let's look at these first. So we have, oh, there's 4 cards. How very interesting. I thought there were 3, and you actually have 4. So your first card, the Yellow Brick Road. Okay, very, very interesting. Okay, we see here Dorothy, and this is the Wizard of Oz. We have Dorothy with Toto, the little dog, ahead, and her friends here. Okay, and she's walking this road. Let's see, will that go down here? Yes, it will. Perfect. I'll move those cards up there. We then have Little Red Cap. Okay, this is Little Red Riding Hood. Now this is interesting because there's a little wolf hiding behind this tree here. Can you see this? If I show this up to you. Now she's walking as well. She's on a journey. We then have Peter Pan steering a ship, a pirate ship. Okay. And Mother Goose. Wow, bringing eggs in her basket. This is a really, really interesting reading already, reading number 1. Right, but let's have a look at the rest of our cards before we dive in. So first of all, you have Lizard, Dream. And you have the card of Introspection, Mole. Okay. Let me move that along. I hope, yeah, we can pretty much get them all in, I think. Okay. You then have Amanita, Conduit. Now this card is ruled by the planets of Neptune, of Pluto, and of Mercury. We have the card of Rose, Love, ruled by Venus and the Moon. And we have the card of Fearless. Okay. Wow. What a buzzy energy around you. It really is really, really buzzy. Reading number 1, if something hasn't already landed in your world, it's about to. I mean, this is a reading of profound new beginnings, excitement, magicalness, something that arrives in your world, that lands in your world, that makes you just want to go for it. Something that makes you want to fearlessly, boldly go where no man has gone before or where you haven't gone before. The Yellow Brick Road in a traditional pack is actually the Sun. It's the card of the Sun. Little Red Cap is actually the card of the Fool, new beginnings. Peter Pan is actually the card of the Chariot. There's adventure around you. Mother Goose is the card of the Empress. Something is nurturing, hatching, arriving in your world. Amanita, these are mushrooms that contain the potential for, interestingly enough, for both, actually they are rather poisonous, but they are also the fly agaric mushrooms. That's what these are. Fly agaric mushrooms are poisonous, but they are also hallucinogenic. There is something literally that is, it either has landed or it's about to land in your world, and it is just like, I think it's going to feel like a dream come true. It's tingling, it's full of potential, it's exciting. One of those things that lands where it just makes you want to jump for joy, and you're so high that you actually, I want to say you're so high that you almost don't see reality. Okay, now I'm not seeing negativity in your reading, but your spirit team are asking you, it's like they're kind of saying to you, gosh, be present, have it, enjoy it, celebrate it, love it. But remember that you could be looking through rose-colored glasses. Okay, it doesn't mean what's arriving is negative in any way, shape or form. But they're almost saying to you, this is fantastic. I think it's something that you have been looking for. We have the owl here. Something you've been searching for. It could be a someone, because we have the rose card is also about love. But we are seeing the rose-coloured glasses element coming in here. Introspection. You know, moles are blinded by the light. They can see when they're underground. They can see they are using their senses in a different way. Reading number one, I feel unbelievably excited for you. I really, really, really do. I'm simultaneously I'm not seeing anything negative here beyond that moment of maybe not seeing something with clarity. I do feel like your team are like jumping up and down. I feel like they're kind of like standing around laughing, giggling, fun, having fun, enjoying things. Really, it's like something magical that you have been searching for is arriving, and it arrives in such a way that you feel so uplifted. You know, when you get just so, you're buoyant and high on happiness, high on joy, pure joy. It feels magical, you know, a new adventure, a new beginning. But again, we're seeing lots of little signs here, like the wolf is here hiding behind the tree. It doesn't mean the thing that's new is not going to be okay, but you are being called to enjoy whilst knowing that you may be looking at the situation through rose-coloured glasses. I actually really, really, really want to know more on your behalf. Reading number one, I'm like buzzing and tingling with the sheer excitement of everything. This is something you've wanted. It's out of darkness into light. It's a new pathway. It's like a burst of light arriving. And it's really interesting. The yellow brick road is a card. It's the card of the sun. It's also a burst of light. It's out of darkness into light. It's having a new path unfolding that is creating a new beginning. It's an adventure, and it's an adventure that you can nurture into something that can arrive. It can birth into the world. That's what we're seeing here. But look at this card here too. Super souls, let's put your charm down here for a moment. Look at this card here. Can you see she's awake, she's present, she's loving every second of life, right here, right now. But there's also this other person sleeping in the background, not quite awake to the reality of this. So I kind of feel like I don't want to kind of rain on your fireworks. That's what I want to say, because this feels beautiful. It feels exciting. It feels good. It feels magical. It's like a dream come true. So whatever it is, it's landing. You're present to it. You're enjoying it. You're in the moment. It's super, super fantastic. Something you've been searching for. We are seeing a lot of promise, but you could be looking at this through rose-coloured glasses. So let us see, can we please ask your spirit team about more information, please, around this? You know, what's the real potential here? Is this something that you should just love and enjoy in the moment, or is it something that you should nurture? Because this card suggests that there is the potential for something. You know, eggs have been laid and the eggs are being brought in. How are we going to hatch these eggs? Are these eggs worth hatching? Because this just feels super fab, exciting, fun, enjoyable in every possible way. What's the reality here? What's the, yeah, let's just ask. Put out for more information for you, please. Let's draw from a tarot pack and say, may we please have more information for reading number one. What is happening from this exciting new space of whatever it is that's landing and arriving for you? Let's check this out. Okay. We have Justice, the Justice card. This is interesting. We have the Seven of Chalices. This is the Seven of Cups. We have the Empress. Again, this is what the Mother Goose card is. It's the card of the Empress. Very interesting. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. So this is something you can build upon, I want to say. Very, very interesting. It's something you can nurture. Trust your intuition though on this one. I'm going to draw another card here as well. I feel like we need a little bit more information for you. Let's draw from the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards and see what we are shown. New beginnings. This card indicates that you are about to begin a new chapter of your life. Shed, release and cleanse. Let go of any obstacles, inner or outer, that prevent you from fully engaging and moving forwards. The time is right for a fresh start and a new beginning. The universe supports you in your growth. Okay, so Super Souls, your reading is very, very clear, reading number 1. And I am buzzing for you. Something is landing in your world if it hasn't already landed. It is one of those things that you have been searching for, looking for, hoping for, dreaming of. One of those things that when it comes, you are so blown away by it that you are in that space of just presence, ecstasy, joy, magicalness. It's marvellous. It is absolutely a point of a new beginning. I was really curious by the Empress and the High Priestess. I was thinking, I'm seeing this kind of figure walking. And I'm thinking, you know, are we walking away? Are we walking to? We're walking to the Three of Pentacles here. Okay. What we're needing to see here, and what your team are really giving you the heads up on, is it's about realistically moving forwards, looking at your choices and your options and thinking about how you can build something here, this new beginning, to make it real, to bring real definite substance to it. Okay, it's like start as you aim to continue. Do you know what is really coming through to me? And I will voice it because I sort of trust if something lands in my head. If you're new to me and my channel, you won't know I was a counsellor, a psychotherapist, an accredited counsellor for 28 years. I did a ton of work with couples, which I loved. Most oftentimes, when a couple comes into some sort of therapeutic work, they're arriving because they've kind of hit a point of crisis. That's what brings people into therapy. But on a couple of occasions in the 28 years that I worked, I actually had some couples who came right at the beginning of their relationship. Now, I'm not suggesting that, you know, you won't all be arriving into a love relationship, though some of you may be. Something is landing that you are going to love. You've been searching for it. Whatever it is, it's opening up. But you could look at this with rose-coloured glasses. These couples had the experience and the wisdom of having been in relationships before. They'd met, they were really committed to one another, and they came because they were like, do you know what? We want to build a really solid foundation. We want to make this, we want this to be our lifelong relationship. We want it to be real. We want it to be solid. We're madly in love, and we want to build something that we know, where we know from day one we're on solid ground. And they weren't coming for crisis reasons. They were coming to, because they both had really good experiences of therapy before, individually. Indeed, one couple had both had experiences of exiting a relationship really successfully, consciously uncoupling. Really successfully, and they kind of said, actually, well, we consciously uncoupled with our previous partners. We'd now like to consciously couple. We want to sit together and work out together, you know, what we're building, how we're building it. Now, I'm not suggesting any of you rush into some form of therapy or coaching or whatever it is that's in relationship to whatever it is that's landed in your world, or is about to land if it hasn't. But what I am seeing is a space where you can make real, clear, conscious choices about what you want to build and how you build it. And your team are saying to you, this is amazing, this is magical, this is what you've been searching for, this is what you've been looking for. Whatever it is, whether it's a creative thing, a job, a career, a house move, a love partner, whatever it is, anything here, but you're going to love it. You're going to be like, wow, this is the opportunity of a lifetime. This is fabulous. It's what I've wanted. But your team are saying this is going to feel so exciting that it's possible that you begin from a sort of a slightly rose-coloured glasses, blind sort of position. And you don't have to. You know, you are wise. You have experiences of life before you. And you actually have an opportunity not to run away with things. You have an opportunity to love every second, to smell the roses, literally, to love every second of every moment, enjoy every possible bit of this experience right here and right now, whilst also being fully aware and awake to the choices that you have as to how you build on this. Three of Pentacles is a super lovely card. It's a super lovely card. To have the Empress twice, something arriving that it's like a basket of eggs that you can now hatch. But actually how you hatch them, you know, is really important, and what you want to hatch them into, what you want to make with those eggs, you know, at the end of the day. So it's a super, super amazing reading number one. I've got to say it's so unbelievably clear. I don't know what is landing or has landed in your world or is literally about to. These are very here and now, right now readings. They are timeless. I do post them every week, and some people I know, super souls, thank you so much, follow these readings every week, and thank you for your feedback in the comments. You know, I really appreciate that feedback. It kind of, for me, it kind of makes doing these readings worthwhile, because I know that they're of benefit. I mean, that's what we do. We enter into doing these things because we want to help and make a difference. That's what readers are about. But you know, this is so fascinating. You could be coming to this reading at any time, whether it's as I've posted it or at a later date. If you've been guided to this reading at any time, the heads up is really clear from your spirit team. Love every second, enjoy every second, immerse yourself in the presence and the enormity and amazingness of right here, right now, while simultaneously being aware of the choices that you make, so that you can actually walk towards and build the new beginning, the future that you desire. Okay, so this is about being present, enjoying every second, and being conscious simultaneously, not being so full of the roses that you actually you trip up on the future. You have an opportunity to build something here, I think, of real solidness. Whatever that outcome will be, you have choices here. You have choices. You can exert these choices. You can, the Empress and the High Priestess together. I mean, what a powerful combo. This is you deciding what's right for you, you thinking about what you want to nurture into being, what you want to do, trusting your intuition, walking to the beat of your own drum, singing your own song, and thinking about what you want to build, rather than having almost like an idea of what you want and assuming it will happen the way you want it, of becoming an active participant in the choices that will actually allow you to build that solid foundation, and to know that this is a new beginning worthy of the future you wish to build. So your spirit team are unbelievably clear here. They're laughing, they're joyous, they're singing for you, they're dancing with you, and they're also saying, get real here and build what is right for you. This is exciting, it's magical, it's gorgeous. I'm loving it, I'm loving the energy of it, and I'm loving the empowerment that is being offered to you. This is the heads up from your spirit team. I'm loving the empowerment where they're saying, ground yourself as well, do a little bit of reflection, introspection, think about what this is really like and what it's really about, and now you can navigate it. Even this this card here, Amanita, conduit. Neptune is so full of emotions. Sometimes the Neptunian energy can make us feel a little confused. Pluto is about rebirth, but Mercury, of course, is about communication. So this is clear communication, being conscious and aware of what this means for you and what you wish to build and how you wish to build it. Super souls, I am dead excited for you. This is a very, very dynamic, very clear reading. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful reading number one, people. If you would like to get notification of these readings when I post them on Sundays, or any of the others I post, pick a card readings, little other readings, all sorts of stuff, do subscribe and press the little bell icon. That way you will never miss a reading. And also, yeah, thank you so much to those of you who give back through the super thanks, and also to all my Patreon people who are supporting all of the work and the free stuff that I put into the world ongoing. And I hope you're enjoying your tutorials. And thank you, Patreon people, because I did a workshop about runes for them, about making runes and learning to use runes, and it's totally thrown me back into doing lots and lots of rune readings. Some of you will have picked up on those during the week. They are in my Timeless Readings playlist for anyone that's new to the channel as well. The Timeless Readings playlist, you can find a ton of readings to touch base whenever you feel you just need to know what's happening today, or a bit of guidance, or you're having a wobble, or you've got a specific question. It could be a, you know, like, can I trust this person? Or, you know, how is this situation going to pan out? There are a ton of extra readings. They are there as a resource for you. So do access them, beautiful moon magic people. Tons and tons of love to you. I am so excited reading number 1. I really am. Welcome, Super Souls, to reading number 2. You have been guided into this reading by the turtle, the rune of the warrior, the spiritual warrior, and the card of agrimony. This is number 1 in this pack. Agrimony is interesting along with the warrior, because the warrior energy is about discernment, being clear about something. The turtle is about creation, and the card of agrimony is also about being real in some way. So let's draw cards and see, what are your spirit team telling you about right here and right now, and for the next 7 days, the next week. There are your first cards. Let's draw some more oracle cards as well. And we'll draw one more. There is your card. Okay, we'll perhaps draw some more tarot in a moment, but let's have a look and see what we've got first. So we have Child of Crystals. Okay, let's place that here. Child of Crystals. We have the Guardian Angel. Interesting, we have 2 children here as well. We have the 6 of Crystals. Beautiful snowflake here at the top of a mountain. And then the Guide of Wands. Okay. Okay. Right, we have Independence, the card of Independence, the cat. We have the Dolphin as well, the card of Playfulness. We then have the card of Blessing, Sage. Paudarko, Metamorphosis. Wow. Wow, reading number 2. Grandmother of Love, Granddaughter of Life. Wow. This feels as though there are children around you, family around you. There's something going on here where you're needing to be quite clear about something, maybe even guard your independence, and yet be playful as well. Super Souls, I think, whether it is a family member or a child, an actually physically young person, family or otherwise, I feel like somebody's going to be coming to you for some sort of advice, or you'll be in a position where somebody will need your guidance. They will need you to help them to work out how they're going to get to the top of the mountain. They may even, they may even want you to do something for them, or you to lead them in some way, shape or form. But it's possible that that leadership, that desire for leadership, could also be in part that I think they could lean too heavily on you. You know, when somebody wants you to pick up responsibility for something, and you kind of want to help them, but at the same time you kind of know that you can't carry this, you can't do it for them, you won't be helping them if you do it for them. This person also, I feel, or people, could be, you know, irrespective of age. It's just that maybe they're a younger soul. You know, when somebody comes into your world, you are the older soul. You are the wise person here. You are the person who can offer, they see you as offering a solution. So this is a right here, right now reading. Also, we're looking at the next 7 days. So if this isn't happening right around you at the moment, your spirit team are giving you the heads up about this. Now, I think there are ways of handling this, okay? You're definitely in a position of leadership, of wisdom, of knowledge, of awareness that somebody else is seeking. It may be that you're an older soul. It may be that you are, you're wiser, you're more experienced in some matter. I think they look up to you. They see you as somebody who is very good at creating, very good at bringing blessings. I think they see you as a manifester, somebody who can do all sorts of things and achieve all sorts of things. And they kind of want you to help them to achieve what they want to achieve. They would love you to guide them, to lead them, to be present for them. And I want to say, on the one hand, that's super lovely, okay, but there's also a sort of an edge here whereby I feel that their desire for your leadership or desire for your guidance could actually, I want to say, threaten your independence. That's quite heavy words, really, but you're going to need to have some boundaries around them. One of those situations where you might feel like you really want to assist them. On the other hand, it could feel like they're going to need more and more and more and more. You know, are they really growing from your wisdom and advice, or are they leaning on you heavily and relying on your wisdom and advice? I do also think your team is saying, look, there's a playful way of handling this. You can handle this in a cheerful, playful kind of way. You can invite them. You can help them. You can invite them to look at different possibilities. It's very interesting. Let me talk you through these cards. The Guide of Wands is actually the Queen of Wands in a traditional pack. But in this inner child pack, this is the Pied Piper who came to a town that was infested with rats, and he offered to clear the rats, and he played his pipe and the rats all followed him, and he cleared the town and everybody was rejoicing. But then they kind of welched on the deal. They didn't follow through. They offered him something in payment. They made an agreement, and then they ducked out of the contract. And so he actually then led the children astray, bar one child who you know, couldn't keep up with the others and was left outside the gates of the where the Pied Piper took the children. But there's something about a contract being broken, or somebody wanting something without really giving back. They're not giving back equally and fairly. Okay. Seeing this hair running in the other direction. The rune of the warrior speaks of discernment. Okay. This is a situation, I think, where discernment often involves boundaries. It involves being very, very clear about what we're prepared to do and what we're not prepared to do. It doesn't mean you can't be your beautiful, lovely, helpful, giving self, but it also means that you need to be blessing yourself as well as others. The Sage, the card of Sage, of blessing, is ruled by the Moon and Jupiter. You know, Jupiter is expansive. The Moon connects to home and family. So this could, for many of you, this could connect to your to children, to an immediate family, your immediate community. If it's at work, it's people who are sort of younger souls or subordinates, you know, or even if they're not subordinates, if it's a manager who wants you to do the work and they'll take the credit. It's that situation where you're needing to think about very clearly how much you give and how much you don't give, how much you reveal of yourself, how much you share of yourself. You know, in a way, if somebody wants you to be available for them and they know that you are, let's say this is perhaps a silly example, but I'm going to use it just as a metaphor for this reading. It's like if somebody knows that in your diary You've got a whole week. Let's say you cleared a whole week because you wanted to take some you time, and you really need some you time, and you're physically organizing things so that you can have some special kind of proper you look after you space. But then you reveal to somebody that you're taking the whole week off, and every single day they come knocking on your door because they know that you're not working, they know that you're available, and they want your time. They are oblivious to the fact that it's like they haven't connected to the fact that you needed you time. The fact that you've cleared your diary for them means that you now have a whole week available for them. They're not doing it necessarily with ill intent. There's something quite childlike about a person or a group of people around you. They see you as being amazing. They really see you as somebody who can give to them, who supports them. It's probably somebody that I would say this is not a stranger. I think this is someone you know. This is friendships, family, community, immediate community, work colleagues around you. I mean, this is a here and now for the next week reading. So this is about your spirit team giving you the heads up and saying, you need to kind of be thoughtful about your independence, be thoughtful about your boundaries and your timing this week, particularly because there is the energy of someone around you who could require or want quite a lot from you. They will see you as somebody who could climb the mountain for them, somebody who can fix all their problems and sort all their difficulties out for them, somebody who can magically achieve everything, and like you will be their guardian angel. Okay, that's how they see you. They're quite childlike. They see you as a guardian angel. They can sort of stay in a childlike place. Okay, the child of Christacles, the child of Christacles, I rather like that actually, is actually the Page of Pentacles in a traditional pack. This is Huckleberry Finn. You kind of struggled to grow up. And it's really interesting. We have a raccoon sitting here next to Huckleberry Finn. Raccoons are very community-based creatures. They work together. You know, they are community-orientated creatures. They really are. Interestingly enough, they look out for each other. So I do feel this is somebody around you this week. If they're not around you already, they're going to be. They're going to be knocking on your door or ringing you up. They want something. They really do. Honestly, they admire you. They think you're amazing. They see you as the source of all wisdom, the source of all potential change. But they don't recognize your boundaries or your need for independence or the need to give back to you equally. You know, it is like you're almost like an angelic maternal or paternal parental kind of figure to them. You are somebody I think they love you, they adore you, they see you as somebody, as a provider, somebody who can sort things out and be their guardian angel. And they're going to want potentially more than really you should be realistically giving them. There are playful ways of handling this, okay? Even though there's a need to be holding your boundaries, discernment is involved here. The card of agrimony is interesting because it is a card, it's a number one card. Again, look after number one here, okay? Turtles were also really interesting in Native American mythology. The turtle came along and the ice had melted, the seas had taken over the whole planet, and the turtle came along and created Turtle Island. The turtle came along and said to the creatures who were swimming and drowning potentially, climb on my back and I will be, I will be the source of the new Turtle Island of Earth for you. You know, basically a saviour again of those who are drowning. So I sort of feel you're going to be presented with somebody who has a problem, or even just somebody who's got a lot going on and would love you to fix it for them. And actually your reading's very, very clear from your team this week. Although this person or people, I think it's probably more likely to be a person, but it could be more a group of people, but it doesn't feel like it's huge. Even though they're kind of really, really, really loving you, seeing you as the source of all everythingness, which is beautiful because you're obviously amazing. Well, we know that anyway, truly. I mean, really, truly, and I don't say that tongue in cheek. Super souls, that there really is an energy here of you being remarkable. You are somebody who has achieved a lot in your life through your own self-awareness, self-reliance, resilience born of hard work, doing the internal work as well as the external work. You are somebody who's managed to metamorphosis. You are somebody who has actually instigated and created change, and you've seen it through. You have that wisdom, that this is you. So I don't voice that although I may voice it in that tone of voice that has a little bit of a chuckle to it. I wholeheartedly uphold who you are, because that's really, really clear. My chuckle comes because of the way this person almost idealizes you and sees you as the source of everything. But to give to them would actually inhibit their own journey of independence. When we can overgive in some way, shape or form, and your team are giving you the heads up. It's really, really clear you're reading here. So let's ask for more information and draw some more cards for you. May we please ask for a bit more information, especially around the playfulness. How is this to be handled for reading number 2? I'm going to draw from the Art of Manifestation Oracle cards as well. Grace. I'm loving the colours. Look at the kind of sereneness that comes out at this end of your reading. The way the colours emerge from being very bright, playful, childlike, but into this sort of serene kind of blueness. This card says, when we sit in relationship with grace, we see every situation through the eyes of love, fostering our desire to meet life with understanding, compassion and kindness. This card asks that you view your situation with grace. Will understanding bring compassion? How would love view your possible choices? What would kindness suggest that you do? Now this is really interesting, because the guardian angel is actually also in a traditional pack. This card is actually the card of temperance. When we weigh things up, the traditional archetypal in Greek mythology, the traditional archetypal goddess of the card of temperance is actually the goddess Iris, and she was kind, she was benevolent, she was very charitable, she looked after everybody, but my goodness me, she took no nonsense either. It was really interesting. She had the energy of what I would call really healthy kind of parenting, where, she would not, if a child was to throw their toys out of the pram at the, because they want their sweets at the checkout, they would not get their sweets at the checkout. She'd be firm, she'd be kind, she'd be graceful, but my goodness me, it would be a definite no. She understood that no and yes are a partnership. And that when we say a healthy no to somebody who wants more than we should be giving to them, we're actually supporting them in learning good boundaries. Back to our rune of discernment. What do we see here? So 10 of chalices. So we're seeing a super nice outcome. We're also seeing a kind of a heart-to-heart talk going on here. Actually, sitting in this beautiful tree, I want to say this tree of wisdom. We're seeing wisdom being imparted. Look at these two and these two here. There's a proper conversation taking place here. We see the 5 of chalices, letting go of something. Okay, yep, we have the death card. Beautiful, beautiful energy. We have the 7 of swords and the hermit. Okay. Right, yeah. What we're seeing here, Super Souls, the additional guidance from your team regarding this situation is actually, I think it will be really, really okay for you to have that conversation. What I do want to say, and there are 2 very clear messages coming through, and this is a general reading, therefore it applies to a lot of you. I'm going to give you both of those messages now. The first is, for some of you, you're going to be able to have that heart-to-heart conversation. It means that this situation will be resolved, I think, pretty quickly. That any conflict around somebody wanting more than they should be receiving will be sorted out pretty quickly. and you know, choices will be clear, decisions will be made, and your independence and also their independence will be honoured. That is one of the messages coming through here. There is a second message, which is to do with having a conversation, but recognizing maybe that that person can't hear you. So we're dealing with two very different people, and as and when this happens, you'll know who that is for you, if this reading is right for you and resonating with you. You'll also kind of know that I think for some of you, you've probably in the past even tried to have a conversation and you know that it's fruitless. You've probably stopped trying at some point. And I do think for those of you who are in a scenario with somebody who you know actually does welch on the deal, they are taking more than they're giving, your independence is actually kind of under threat because they would just take far more. The playfulness is for you to be able to be compassionate and gentle and kind, not just with them, but with yourself. It is okay to make a clear choice in that scenario. It is absolutely okay to make a clear choice to sort of just say really clearly and firmly no, and if necessary to kind of walk away. Okay, it's more important to walk away and have your independence, to preserve your independence, than it would be to be drawn into something. They're two very distinctly different messages, but both are coming through for you, reading number 2. So Super Souls, weekly guidance, it could not be clearer for you. I find weekly readings for me very, very helpful in terms of having the heads up as to what's going on around me. I hope these are proving helpful and fruitful to you guys as well. Super Souls, if you would like to get any of my readings into your stream as soon as I post them and never miss a reading, if you subscribe and press the little bell icon, they should come into your stream. I am sending you all the love in the world. You are wise. Reading number 2, you've done the work and you kind of know that sometimes we have to stand back in order to put somebody else in a position where they have to rise into the very best of themselves. You know, as long as we support, they never ever have to step up. And this may well be one of those times and those scenarios. So I can see there's, on the one hand, there's negotiation for some of you, for others it's a really clear-cut, thoughtful manoeuvring away. But yeah, with playful and joyful spirit, knowing that you are doing the right thing. Super Souls, tons of love. Have an amazing week. I post all sorts of readings during the week. I have a timeless readings playlist which is full of readings that answer specific questions. Do check that playlist out if you are looking for, well, if you ever have a wobble and you just want to find a reading that's right here and right now. And even though I post these every week, they're timeless readings. You can access these at any time. Super Souls, tons and tons of love. Thank you to those of you who give back through the super thanks. Thank you to my super amazing Patreon people who support all of the free stuff that I put into the world ongoing. You are very appreciated, and I hope you're enjoying your tutorials. Super Souls, I am sending you all the love in the world. I don't think this is difficult for you, reading number 2. There's an edge of sadness that you're having to do it. But, you know, people are on their own pathways. You're on yours, and you are amazing. Tons of love. Welcome, reading number 3. You have the Rune of Journey. You have the card Chicory, which is number 8. You have the Candy Cane, and you also have the music notes. This is feeling very, very harmonious. Okay, I'm not going to say any more just yet, but let's draw cards and see what we are shown for you right now for the week ahead. What are your spirit team wanting to give you the heads up about what's happening in your world right here, right now? Very, very interesting readings this week, and very different flavors. Actually, I'm not going to do those just yet. I'm going to do more oracles first. What are we shown for reading that one and that one? Reading number 3. Here we go. Let's have a look. Okay, so we have the Three of Crystals. Beautiful. This is like the Three of Pentacles in a traditional pack. We have the Five of Crystals. We have the card of Cinderella. And we have the Nine of Wands. Very interesting. What is coming to you? We have the card Blessing to Begin. We have, where are we? We have Ant, Community. We have Panther, Courage. Wow, these are powerful cards. Right, we have Ayahuasca, which is the card of rebirth. It's also the number 50. Okay, let me show that to you. And we have the card of Passion Flower, Surrender. Okay. There is some really, really magical energy around you this week. Absolutely lovely. Something is beginning, something is happening. You're serene about this as well. Serene, accepting, full of gratitude, full of graciousness. We have the card of rebirth. Ayahuasca, Passion Flower, Surrender. Community, courage. I feel like, Super Souls, something is arriving in your world, but I'm going to be very specific about that. We're seeing a celebration, Five of Crystals here. You've climbed this, you've done the work, you've done the preparation, you've done the work, you're receiving the recognition for something here. You're about to cross a new threshold of recognition, of awareness. I think of potential responsibility as well, because we have Panther, Courage. It's almost as though you are honoured for your courage, your awareness, I feel like you are about to receive validation, gratitude, courage, stepping up into something, accepting a position or assuming even a position of responsibility. Assuming isn't quite the right word. I think accepting a position of responsibility. Yeah, climbing up the ladder, whether it's a promotion or a validation, whether it's in your community, in your work, in your family. But there is something around you this week. Your team are giving you the heads up and they are saying, it is absolutely, this is a blessing. You are being given a blessing to begin. Stepping up into a position of leadership, accepting those additional responsibilities. It's a bit like the birth of a child. It's a huge responsibility to have a baby. And yet when you look at, amazing young mums, a baby arrives and they just step up. I remember a fabulous therapist that I knew. I remember him saying, children, having children rockets you into this place of extraordinary responsibility, of doing things and upholding things that you never believed you would be capable of. Now, clearly that's not true of every parent, but he was talking about the very best of parenting. Even if we think, I really don't know what to do and I don't know how to do it, there's a sort of an acceptance, a surrender to being there, to doing it, to being it, to having it. Yeah, it's like you literally are stepping into a new role, something of your role, your position, your status changes this week. You're seen as somebody with authority, with awareness, with responsibility, who can be relied upon. It's beautiful, really, actually, but a very distinct flavour about it, reading number 3. Yeah, very distinct flavour about it. You literally are given greater responsibility. You're there because you deserve it. But yeah, literally somebody will ask you to step up, rather than being, it's like stepping up from, we have Cinderella here being, you know, effectively a kind of a slave, really, effectively, and then suddenly, you know, the prince finds her things are magically orientated and she becomes the princess, so she moves into this higher status position. It's what we're seeing here. Your status changes, but my goodness me, you embrace it with gratitude, celebration, but there's a humbleness about the way in which you are taking this on, very much like assuming those responsibilities of a parent, you know, when a child is born. Let's actually draw some more cards and ask for some more information about this. There is your card. Let's have a look at this. It says difficult emotions. This is interesting. This card asks you to listen to your emotions. Every emotion is important and necessary. Even the challenging ones. Difficult feelings are letting you know that something is not okay. Learn to understand and love your emotions and discover how they serve you. Now this is interesting, because maybe there is a responsibility then coming in that is going to, we do have the card of courage, that is going to need you to step up, but need you to step up with grace, to need you to step up with acceptance, it does put you into a position of greater leadership in some way, shape or form. Let's draw some more cards and see what we are shown. Reading number 3. That one there. Okay, let us see what we are seeing for you, super souls. Okay, we have the High Priestess. We have the Fool. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Hermit, and we have the Moon. Okay, that's really interesting, you know, because in a traditional pack of tarot cards, Cinderella is the card of the Moon. The Moon is often a rite of passage. Blessing to begin. Okay. The energy of something is around you that requires you to step up. And I'm seeing you doing it almost unflinchingly. You're doing it with grace, you're doing it with joy. Even if it feels difficult, you are stepping up and doing it. Actually, your team here are really honouring you. You have taken on a responsibility here in a way that allows it allows a new beginning to start in some way. Something gets changed because of the way in which you handle something, but it changes the lives of others. It's not just about, this is you affecting the lives of others positively. Even though it may feel like a challenge or a bit difficult, or it may even feel that you know you're pulled in different directions, because we do have difficult emotions and courage, and yet you know instinctively what you need to do. You will be celebrated, and it will be absolutely unique to you. You will be celebrated for the position, the role that you are taking on here. It signifies a transformation, really. I mean, I think I want to say you sing, you walk to the beat of your own drum, you sing your own song. But you are really, really upheld here. Your team are bigging you up, okay? This is a really, really interesting reading. Reading number 3, I'm actually going to draw more cards for you. I'd like more information about this for you. Now this may literally involve travel, but it could also literally, this rune of journey, it could involve travel. It could also mean that you are, gosh, upping your game. You're traveling into, you're transforming into, you are the transformative agent here. You are the person who has created the possibility of something. And you get a recognition for it here. And yet, for some reason, there is something about this situation that also, in a way, is a challenge. And this is what I want more information about. You know, I have to read it how I see it. I'm not seeing you having any trouble dealing with it. Okay? If anything, I think it actually brings a focus on you individually as being, you know, kind of a transformative, an agent of transformation, somebody who can affect situations in a powerfully positive way. That's what I'm kind of seeing. You are somebody who can make stuff possible. You are able to create kind of new beginnings and manage that and navigate that transformation. It's as if you are responsive. That's the word I'm looking for. Even if something is challenging, it's almost as if you are the person who is responsive to something. And it makes a difference here. It's like the Cinderella. I feel like you're the person who goes over and above the call of duty. And you are celebrated for this. There's something very special about there is recognition, validation here as to what you do and how you do it. All I can say at the moment, and we will definitely draw more cards for you, reading number 3, is a situation has either occurred or it's about to occur this week that will require you to have to step up. It may be inconvenient to you, hence the difficult emotions, and yet you sort of, I want to say selflessly, I mean Cinderella selflessly gave to even her horrible stepmother and ugly sisters. She still gave and gave and gave, even though things weren't fair. Maybe you carry more than your fair share of something this week. Something happens, you step up, you know that something needs to be attended to. It may be inconvenient, it may raise difficult emotions, it may be around you already, but it may be coming. But actually, you really handle this in the most super way. It's like you cross a threshold where something that you might have imagined it would be difficult, and in fact you just handle it so amazingly well that it kind of works out for the best for everybody. You know, community. It's like you create a space of something that could have been difficult. You make it run smoothly. You're seen as well. Your input is illuminated. You're seen by others for the gift that you are when you bring yourself. Okay. But I want to know more about this situation. What is this about for reading number 3? Let's get some more cards. Let's draw some more cards and ask for more information. I'm looking around and seeing which tarot pack to use. We'll use this. May we have more information about the potential scenarios. Now, because it's a general reading, we'll draw some little pockets of cards and see what we're shown. Different scenarios potentially. 3 and 1, 2 and 3. Let's have a look at these potential different scenarios, because something this week calls you to need to step up. Okay, so we have the Empress, we have the Queen of Cups, and we have the Ten of Discs. Wow, okay, this is interesting. The Empress, the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Discs. Excuse me. Right, look at the moon in the High Priestess card here. This crescent moon. You will intuitively know exactly what you need to give, exactly what you need to do. You'll know exactly how to handle this in the best possible way. In this scenario, I am seeing something that is potentially connected to home and family. For some of you, this is a situation that is connected to your home, your family, and, you know, literally something could happen. And you know, those moments when someone just steps up because they can, they know what to do, they just do what needs to be done, and it's like, you are amazing. You're celebrated, you're seen, something transforms here. You are the transformative agent. That's really clear this week. You are the transformative agent. You are the person that brings the illumination. You lead the way, you show the way. For some of you, it's connected to home and family. That's what I would say from this here. You know exactly what to do, when to do it. You step up, and you also maintain an amazing balance of being able to sort of almost like selflessly give and yet look after yourself at the same time. A harmony is achieved here because of you. A resolution is achieved here because of you. So for some of you, it's a family situation. Let's have a look and see what else we're shown. So that's our first case scenario. Second case scenario, we have the Four of Cups, we have the Tower, we have the Teacher. Okay. Right. Now this is interesting. This is something where I think for some of you, somebody who may be a work colleague or someone you teach or someone you mentor, actually something in their world goes wrong, or yeah, there's a crash or an interruption. Something in somebody else's world goes wrong. You are seen. You are the go-to person. Okay, you could be a teacher, you could be a mentor. But you become a kind of a guide. You bring the piece of wisdom, you bring the missing link. You know, if something crashes, you'll know exactly how to fix it. Again, we're seeing you step up, and you are the agent of change. Something that somebody thought was kind of stable or on track and running smoothly, suddenly there's an interruption, it doesn't run smoothly. This could be as simple as something like, you know, your I don't know, even like your neighbour's car breaks down or something like that, and you're the person who they call, or you pick up a text message, and you kind of put things down. It's a little bit inconvenient, but you're the one that goes over. You know exactly what to do, who to call, how to fix it, how to sort it out. You kind of step in and you create the opportunity for this to get sorted and to be moved forwards, whatever it is. You again are the agent of change. In this instance, we're seeing, you know, somebody having a crisis or a moment or an interruption to their world, their consistency, their pattern of something was, interrupted, challenged, but you are the person who can step in, and you're able to give the piece of information. It's like the missing link that means it can get sorted out. The way forward is shown. We see the moon. This is the moving forwards, the transformation from a difficult position to something else. But you give up your time, you give up your energy. It's an interruption to your own schedule, but you do it selflessly and in a joyous way. And I'm going to say lots of graciousness, lots of serenity, and a huge amount of gratitude coming back at you. We're seeing that in this reading too, reading number 3. Pop that over there. Let's look at our third scenario. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups, and we have the Emperor. This is really interesting. This is a scenario where maybe there is a division taking place. People are at loggerheads with one another. They can't see each other's point of view in any way, shape or form. And you are the peacemaker. You are the hero or the heroine. You're the mediator, the person who steps in and says, well, look, hang on a minute. We can look at it this way, or we can look at it this way. You are the person that helps to sort out the argument. You're the person that brings the guidance that says, look, I'm arriving with my talking stick. you know, and I'm going to show you the way we can do this. You know, you guys can sort this out. Let's hear what you have to say. Let's hear what you have to say. You become the mediator, the person who sorts out what feels like a stalemate or a position of excessive worry. You are the person that says, well, let's hold a balanced view about this. Again, you are the person that gives something. The rune of journey, in its traditional sense, it's a journey where we can journey within and we remove obstacles from within ourselves in order to unblock our own progress. In this reading number 3, you are the person that unblocks something for other people. You do so selflessly, you do so kindly, you do so with graciousness and gratitude. Even if people are not entirely gracious around you, you approach something with graciousness, gratitude. You step up to the mark, even if it is an inconvenience to you, and you handle it. And you are truly, truly seen as being somebody who really makes a difference. And this upgrades. I do feel like your status is upgraded this week because of this. You're giving, I feel, generously and genuinely. You are giving graciously. It's like the 3 G's. I want to give you, if there was an award with the 3 G's, that would be you this week, reading number 3. Graciously giving, generously giving, you know, and lots of gratitude coming in as well. It's and gorgeous. Lots of G's coming through. The G award goes to you. But yeah, I do feel that you generously, graciously giving again, lots of G's, and you do so in a humble way, without any expectation of something coming back, regardless of whether, I do think there is gratitude coming back in some way, shape or form, but the gratitude may also not come from all quarters, you know, but you are, it's like you are seen in some way, you become more visible. It's obvious to people that you are handling this in an amazing way. It's hence the candy cane. It's you are able to, my goodness me, you bring such a calming presence this week to something, even though it may be an interruption to your own schedule. You pick something up and you step in and you attend to it in the best possible way, even though it's inconvenient. It is interesting, the black, I would say the Black Panther energy. You know, panthers in shamanic kind of ways, tribal ways, the panther energy, the spiritual energy of the panther, panthers were able to kind of see in the dark. They're able to look into the shadows and understand that, you know, within the shadows we find solutions. The shadows are not to be feared. The shadows are the place of resolution. They are the place where we can find wholeness. You know, you're not afraid of doing something here. You embrace what needs to be done, and you do become a role model, I think, for others within this scenario. So I don't know exactly what that scenario is. I've given a few different examples and a few different situations, potential situations, but whatever it is in your world, it may already be with you when you get this reading. It may be something that comes into the week, into your week. Whatever it is, even despite inconvenience, you just handle it. I don't think I can sing your praises even more, but I do feel you're being seriously bigged up here. For what you do, giving selflessly, giving graciously, doing something. And what I do need to say, and it's really coming through really, really strongly for you, reading number 3, is that from a spiritual perspective, you are absolutely recognized. I really, really want to say that. It's like your spirit team, your guides, your angels, the bigger picture, you know, God, the universe, whatever language you use, your contribution to something this week that makes a difference to someone else or some other groups of people, your contribution and the way you deal with it and handle it is second to none. And that should be honoured. I literally, do you know, the temperature in here is dropping. I can feel the presence of so many coming in, people who are connected to you, perhaps who have passed, but people who walk with you, people who observe you. You are really being honoured here in this situation. So whatever it is that you step up and sort out or navigate for others that creates a resolution, a transformation, you are 1000% honoured for your contribution and the way in which you handle it. Super souls, I don't think I can say any more beyond the fact that this is, I don't think it presents you with a major challenge as such. I'm not saying it will not be inconvenient or bring up difficult emotions, just that you have the complete ability just to handle it and to sort it and make it good in the best possible way. And yeah, and it makes a difference to so many more than just you. So really just want to honour this week for you. I mean, this is a here and now. It's happening either now or in the next 7 days. This is happening. You are amazing. You are loved. And my goodness me, yeah. Gosh, if the world had more people like you in it, we would probably not have wars and things like that. You know, it's kind of got that sort of essence, that microcosm of something being sorted in a way that, gosh, if only the world could be sorted in this way, you know, problems would just never really become major problems, you know. And yeah, so sending you a billion amounts of love and hugs and amazingness, just putting that right to you, because you do deserve it. Super souls, if you'd like to get my readings and not miss any as soon as I post them, do subscribe and press the little bell icon. They should come up in your stream. Thank you for joining me today. You guys really are outstandingly amazing, and your team are really honouring that. The temperature in here is freezing now. I'm going to have to go and warm up. But I am enjoying and loving the presence of those who are here, who are so validating you. Really, really, I've got all my hairs on my body are standing on end. Wonderful reading number 3. Thank you. It's an honour to read for you. Super souls, tons of love. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for those of you who are subscribing and are a part of this amazing community. Welcome to anyone new. Thank you to those of you who give back through the super thanks, and thank you so much to all of you who support all of my work ongoing through Patreon. I hope you're enjoying your tutorials. Super souls, tons and tons and tons of love to you all.